Today, we're diving into a really beautiful, quiet novel. It's all about a love that spans generations, about an endurance that just defies a harsh landscape, and, well, about the profound light we can find in the most silent of places. And believe it or not, this entire story is told through a lifetime of letters, all written to the moon.
This line right here, this is the heart of it all. It's really the core thesis of the entire story. It's this powerful declaration that in a world that takes so much, the one thing we can truly own and nurture and give away is our love. You're going to want to keep this line in mind as we go. Okay, so our story begins with our protagonist, a young woman named Aya, and her entire world is basically shaped by two great opposing forces, the ground she walks on and the sky above her head. And here you can see just how different those two forces are. The land, it's harsh. We're talking dry grass that cuts your ankles, a wind that never stops, an air that's just thick with dust. It takes, and it gives almost nothing back. But then, there's the moon. For Aya, the moon is her only confidant. It's this constant, glowing, silent witness. It's a beacon of resilience in a place that offers none.
You know, this environment is exactly why Aya feels so profoundly isolated. Her father is a man of few words. It's like the dust and the work have literally stolen his voice. Her mother is just worn down by endless labor. So in this deep, heavy quiet, Aya feels invisible. And where do you turn when you feel like that? She turns her gaze upward, looking for that fundamental human need for connection, for someone or even something to just listen.
And so when she's just 12 years old, she writes her first letter. This simple act becomes the central thread of the whole novel. I mean, it's not just a letter, is it? It's an act of pure hope, a whisper into the vastness of space, and it's the beginning of a correspondence that's going to define her entire life.
Aya's quiet world, though, doesn't stay quiet forever. As she becomes a teenager, her life, which up until now has only been defined by the land and the moon, is suddenly introduced to a brand new element, an outsider.
Yeah, so one day, a young man named Ren just appears on the road looking for work. And what's amazing is that he shares Aya's reverence for the night sky. He doesn't just see the moon, he looks at it with that same quiet longing that she feels. It's this shared, unspoken connection that forms an immediate and really powerful bond between them.
And through her letters, we get to see this affection just blossom. Ren's presence is like the first rain after a long, hard drought. For the first time, that heavy air of the land actually feels lighter, and her loneliness starts to soften. You can really feel the hope in her words here, can't you? But of course, his stay is only temporary. Ren leaves when the harvest is done, and the silence comes crashing back. But it's a different kind of silence now. It's tinged with the memory of love and the sting of loss. Her world feels empty all over again, and all she can do is ask her only friend, the moon, to watch over him.
Aya only ever gets one letter from Ren. It's just a few lines, but they hold a promise that becomes this anchor for her hope for years and years. This single piece of paper is everything she has of him, a tangible piece of a love that now only exists in memory and distance. And this is where the story takes a really interesting turn. The love that left actually makes way for a love that stays. A totally unexpected, profound love that grows right from the memory of what was lost.
Aya discovers she's pregnant, and what starts as this moment of total fear and uncertainty, it slowly transforms into a new kind of love. It's not that fleeting, hopeful love she had for Ren, but something deeper, something growing right inside her, so real and undeniable.
This is Aya's big realization, her epiphany. She understands that love isn't some finite thing that just disappears when a person leaves. No, it's a resilient, life-affirming force. Her love for Ren didn't die. It transformed. It found a new way to exist, a new person to pour into.
And so, what does she name her daughter? Sora. The name means sky, and it directly connects her child to the one constant source of comfort and light in her life. Sora is, quite literally, the place where the moon lives. Just beautiful.
And Sora just breathes life back into that quiet house. She's not just Aya's daughter, she's like an extension of her mother's own spirit. She inherits that same special connection to the moon, waving at it, talking to it, and filling all that silence with laughter and wonder.
So, in the final act of the story, the themes start to shift a bit. We're looking at distance, aging, and the quiet, powerful ways love gets passed down from one generation to the next.
Eventually, Sora grows up, and she feels the pull of the world beyond her home. And in this incredibly poignant letter, Aya expresses what might be the ultimate act of love: letting go. She gets it. To truly love someone, to honor that feeling she declared was hers and hers alone, you can't hold them back. You just can't.
In the last stages of her life, the letters from Sora start to become less frequent, and then they stop altogether. The house falls silent once more, and as illness takes hold, Aya finds this deep sense of peace, her connection to the moon as unwavering as ever as she prepares for her end.
And it all comes back to the story's core message, something spoken by Aya's own mother years before. In this harsh, unforgiving land, where everything else just withers and fades away, love is the one thing that actually endures. And that's not some sentimental idea. It's the hard-won lesson that Aya has lived her entire life.
So, Sora eventually returns to that quiet house, and there she finds it, the box of letters. For the very first time, she's able to read her mother's entire life story, her hopes, her heartbreak, her silent, unwavering love for her and for that light in the sky. It's just a moment of profound, complete understanding.
And then, the cycle is completed. Sora, now a mother herself, names her daughter Aya. The legacy doesn't just live on in memory. It's given a name, a voice, and a new life, totally ready to continue the story. And the novel ends with this line: the new, young Aya writes her first letter, echoing the exact words her grandmother wrote decades before. So the question the book leaves us with is this: is love something we possess, or is it more like a current that just passes through us, from one generation to the next, witnessed only by that silent, glowing sky?